Okay, so today we're going to be talking about fractions in number and algebra. So as we know, a fraction is a part of a whole. And if you take a collection and divide it into two equal parts, then each of those parts is 1/2 of the collection. So for example, if you had, say, 8 circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you divided them into two groups, there would be 4 cars in each group. Now, say each group of cars is 1/2 of the collection. If Jack owns half of the cars, he owns 4 cars. If you take a collection and divide it into 4 equal parts, then each part will be 1/4 of the collection. 1/4 means the same thing as 1/4, but you usually say 1/4, not 1/4. So then if you divide the collection of 8 circles into 4 groups, there will then be 2 circles in each group, as you can see. So if Flynn owns 1/4 of the circles, he then owns 2 circles. Now, if we're going to take this even further, if you take a collection and divide it into 8 equal parts, then each part is 1/8 of the collection. So if you divide the collection of 8 circles into 8 groups, there will be just 1 circle in each group, as you can see. So if Lucy owns 1/8 of the cars, of the circles, then she owns 1 circle. So, as you can see. So, to work out what fraction you have of a set of things or an object, first you need to know how many parts the sets of things or objects have been divided into. So for example, this diagram that you can see here has been divided into 2 equal parts. One of these parts has been shaded green. The fraction that this has been shaded is 1/2 or 1/2, which we will put as a half, which is how we normally represent it. So this diagram has now been divided into 4 equal parts. One of the 4 equal parts has been shaded. So the fraction that is shaded is 1/4, or as 1/4, which it turns into 1/4, which we normally would look like this. So now this diagram has been divided into 8 equal parts. One of the 8 equal parts has been shaded green. The fraction that is shaded is 1/8, or, as before, 1/8. Okay. So in this diagram, let me restart. So in this diagram here, 3 of the 4 equal parts has been shaded. So the fraction that is being shaded is 3/4. So we will have 3/4, which turns into 3/4. So in this diagram here, the same number of squares or rectangles. are shaded as are not shaded. So you can see that 1/2 of the diagram is shaded, or 4 of the equal parts are shaded. As 4 is half of 8, the shaded part is 1/2, or half. Okay, so in this diagram, 3 of the 8 equal parts are shaded. So the fraction that is shaded is 3/8, or 3/8. Okay, so one whole can be divided into smaller parts. There are 2 halves in one whole. There are 4 quarters in one whole. If a block of chocolate is cut into 2 equal pieces, each piece is 1/2. So a block of chocolate can be cut into 2 halves. To find the total number of halves when 4 blocks of chocolate are cut, all you have to do is you can count by 2s, or you can multiply. So for example, we'd have 2, 4, 6, 8. So we know there are 8 halves in 4 blocks of chocolate. Or we can go like this. Might be better if we do it underneath. Maybe not. Okay, so 4 times 2 equals 8. So 4 times 2 equals 8. So 4 lots of 2 equals 8. We can count this manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if a block of chocolate is then cut into 4 equal pieces, each piece is then 1/4. So a block of chocolate can be cut into quarters. To find the total number of quarters when a block of chocolate are cut, you can then multiply 4 times 4, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1 lot of 4. Then we have 2 lots of 4, 3 lots of 4, 4 lots of 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, or we can go 4 times 4 equals 16. So that is basically it.